friend, the Inside Out Art teacher. Today I'm going to show you how I use Padlet. Padlet is an app, a digital organization app that is amazing for keeping track of student artwork. My students submit their work through Padlet rather than hand in hard copy or submit through Google Classroom. And I've found it to be absolutely wonderful, time-saving, helpful. It helps keep students organized. It helps keep me organized. It's cut my grading time in half. It has just been a tremendous tool for the art class. So I'm just going to show you how I use it, and I'll show you how to set one up. Hopefully it can save you time too. When you log into Padlet, you just go to padlet.com, you sign up. There is a cost for if you're going to use a lot of Padlets. I paid, I believe it's $10 a month, but next year I know my school is going to pay for it. A lot of schools will pay the $10, or you can get your PTO to pay for it. There's definitely ways of figuring out how to waive that $10 fee. If you can't get that $10 fee covered, you can make 3 Padlets for free and use 3 free Padlets. So even if you just want to try it out, that is an option too. That's kind of how I started. And then as soon as I used it, I was like, okay, I'm hooked. It's wonderful. So I use what is called the bookshelf view. And the reason why I use this view or shelf view is because it gives each student a column. So I give each student a column. I organize them in alphabetical order. So every single day, students submit their progress. They take a photograph of what they did that day and they submit it to the Padlet. So you can see how much progress they make each day. It's absolutely wonderful because students never lose their projects. You can keep track of what everyone is doing. At the beginning of the class, I could see at the beginning of the class what everyone is doing before they even get their work out. And I know who I need to see that day, who's struggling with something, who needs attention a little bit more. It's just helpful in so many ways. As far as grading is concerned, I bring up my school's grading program in another screen. I would have the rubric right in front of me. I score it on the rubric, and then I just record it right here in my school's grading program. So I would have an alphabetical list right here. When I used to grade digitally in Google Classroom, I'd first have to grade it in Google Classroom and then transfer all of those grades over to my school's grading program. But with Padlet, it just makes it so much easier because I don't have to keep waiting for each student's work to load in Google Classroom. Everything is right here on the screen at once. I can grade immediately and record the grade right in my school's grading program. I don't have to do it first through Google Classroom. To make a Padlet, you just go over here, you go to Make a Padlet. Right over here is the shelf view. That is the one that I find the best. And then I do 1 Padlet for each class per marking period. So this would be period 6 or period 5, whatever you want to name it. And then you have all these options, and I'm not going to go through all of them. You can really kind of just play around with them. I think you'll kind of get the idea. But you can change the wallpaper. You can have it list each student's name as they post. You can have students comment on each other's work if you'd like. And then you just save your Padlet. And then when you're done, you name your first column. So you can have students create their own columns. And then you just organize them into alphabetical order one time. At the end of each period, students click on here. They upload a picture of their work, or they can go over here and they can take a picture of their own work right here. Some other cool features here are if you wanted to, like, say this is Jose's column and I want to leave Jose feedback, I can just go to new post. I can click here. I can do a video and I could leave him a little video message. I could leave him just a little voice message, or I could upload like examples or things I want him to look at. I can leave him a little typed message. It's just really, really convenient, I think, for art teachers, being that we are such a visual subject. Sometimes our work is a little bit harder to grade than other subjects. Some projects sometimes are larger scale or three-dimensional, just so many things. It's just made life so much easier. So here I'm just going to show you how you share the Padlet with your students so they know where to post their work. So in the beginning of the year, you can either email them the Padlet, or I share it through Google Classroom. You can get a QR code, you can print it, and they can scan it to get the Padlet. But I found the easiest way, you just copy the link to the Padlet to your clipboard. And then I use Google Classroom. So if this was my assignment, and then link, and then add the Padlet code, which is right there. And then when students complete their work, all they need to do is click on the Padlet, and right here is where they post their work. So it's kind of like having a giant corkboard in your classroom every day with columns where students keep their work nice, neat, and organized. Hopefully you got some tips, ideas, or something that you can use to save you time and help make your life a little bit easier.